Freedom, and today basically we're going to be looking at an automation platform called Boost Space. This allows you to integrate different type of tools that you might have, like your Google Sheets, OpenAI, Airtable, WooCommerce, so many different tools that you will use in your business as an entrepreneur or maybe a small business. This tool is really powerful and it really gets the job done. So we're going to look at the features of this tool today because you know I love looking at the features, and that's pretty much what I love to look at. We're not going to go into details on how to use this tool because it's really in depth, but what I'm going to do is if I get enough likes, I am going to start building out some automations and sharing them with you guys so that way it makes your job a little easier when it comes to building certain automations, okay? So let's jump right into it. So Boost Space has some really good integrations. I don't know if you heard of make.com. It's basically built on that platform, which helps you create different type of automations through the cloud. You don't have to download any software. You just basically log in and start using the software. And this is a different alternative into like Zapier or in integrations is the alternative for that. But I like this because simple fact is really powerful. There's a slight learning curve with it, but once you get past that, you're good to go. And they actually will help you get past that learning curve because they have some really good features in here, which I'll talk about and show you in a minute. So let's just talk about what some of the features that they have. So they have a module. A module is basically where you can actually organize your builds. So if you're doing automation and you want to separate your module, separate your connections, you can do that. For instance, you can use contracts. Contracts are where you can put not contracts. Your contacts, you can put all your contacts in one, and basically, if you're getting information and you're scraping it from LinkedIn or any other tool that has emails like maybe YouTube or Facebook, you can separate that. If you're doing invoices, if you want to do automation of invoice, you can separate that, orders, product, and task. So you can basically turn these on. It's very easy. You just turn them on and you install them and you're good to go. They have many different types of modules and it's very simple and very easy to use these. And I'll show you where the modules will show up on your desktop. I'll show you where they are actually at. So again, they have different ones. Now, some of these modules you can only get on the enterprise plan. So just let you know, and it tells you. So just, you're not going to get all of them. You have to have the high enterprise plan to get access to those. Okay. So another feature I like about this is that it has a ton of different type of connections, integrations. They have 1,908. When I got this tool a few months ago, and I haven't used it that much because I had other stuff going on, they were at like 1,000, I think 1,600. They are always adding new tools on all the time. So you'll never run out of integrations. And again, there's a request form you can fill out, which I'll show you at the end, where you can fill out to request maybe a tool that you use on a regular basis. And you know a lot of people using it, but it's not in here. And maybe you can request that and see what happens. And you know how that works when it comes to tools or any request. The most clicks and likes, whatever, how they do it, basically will work on that. So again, they have 1,908 different integrations. And again, I recommend that you go in here to this page. It's on the dashboard. It's called integrations, and go here to make sure that they have all your integrations. That's what I did. And I probably say about 95% of the tools that I have, they had in here. So I'm able to integrate a lot of my tools. And again, it makes it a lot easier, especially when you're trying to integrate multiple tools and get them all to connect. And this platform does a really good job. And again, it's powered by make.com. So if you heard of Make, this tool is built on that platform, and the cost, and you get a little bit more connections and integrations with this. And again, I will show you that at the end. So another feature I like that helps you out when it comes to this, they have templates, built-in templates. Now we know that Zapier and integration have some templates already, but again, when it comes to the learning curve of this platform, they have templates that help you out. And there's another thing I want to show you in a minute about for your learning curve. When you use this platform, okay, it is going to be a very difficult learning curve in the beginning. But when you learn it, it gets easier and easier and easier. It is very simple and easy. And the thing I like about the platform is that once you connect it, you can test every single phase, and it'll alert you, let you know when your connections is gone, which I haven't had any connections down. Everything's worked through the flow. and it's a clean flow. Okay. So again, they give you templates to make your job a little easier. You just go in here and look, and you can sort through the templates and see if, like, if a certain kind of template you're looking for, you can sort through that and look and see if they have the template, and then they'll have those. Again, you don't have to use the templates to build out your automation. You can use the templates as a template, and then you can just change it up to make it easier. So if you know that you need to do this kind of template, you can change these templates to get them to work. Okay, so just to let you know. So another feature I like about this is that it helps you with it. It gives you add-ons. The add-ons will help you do like pages and forms and chats. I'm sorry, charts and calendars. I haven't used this feature yet because I haven't had the need to use these yet. But again, you can do different kind of add-ons to help you do your automations they have here already built out. So, dashboard, work reports, projects. So if you're a project person who manages projects, you can use these add-ons. Very simple and very easy. You just click on it and add it on. Okay. So they have that. Another feature they have is the workflow. Okay. So this workflows are basically instructions on how to build out the workflows. So what you could do is, again, when it comes to the learning curve, they help you a lot. Like I said in the beginning, they help you a lot. They have it sorted to the popular ones. Of course, OpenAI, everybody is talking about, is huge. And so Shopify is huge, and WooCommerce and LinkedIn and all, and Google Sheets. So if you find one of these, basically you click on and you want to build out with something with AI and you don't know how to do it, you can come here through the workflow and it will show you how to do it. So you basically click on it and it opens up the workflow. And this workflow will show you how to build out each piece. It tells you how long it takes, and it shows you step by step. So you click on it, it tells you what the connections you need to do and all of that, step by step by step. Simple as that. You build out that workflow, you build out that workflow, you build out that workflow, the connect of each piece to your automation, and then you're done. Now, I don't know any tool that really helps you to do that, that walks you through. I know Zapier, I've seen it, integration has it. But again, these guys try to help you because they're trying to make it easy for you to do. Another thing I like about this is that if you are having trouble, they have a really good support. Their support is amazing. When I first built out my first automation, I was having trouble. I sent them a screenshot. I sent them a link to my automation. They came back. They didn't do it for me. They told me what I needed to fix. And that's what I like. I didn't want them to do it for me. I wanted to do it myself. So they showed me how to do it and how to fix it the correct way. So again, this is a real powerful platform because they do so much. Now, if you need help building it out, you can click this request here, template, and then you could book an appointment and they will help you, walk you through it to building it out. Very simple. And again, they're really trying to help you and get you up and running as soon as possible. Okay. So that's one of the features I love. If I need help with a certain flow, if I'm using one of the workflows, I can go in and say, hey, boom, 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 I need help with this, and I can book an appointment. Okay. And just remember that the time zones are completely different from everybody's time zone. This is based on my time zone. All right. So another feature they have is this is where they show you where all the tasks are at. So remember I told you that you have, your modules. This is where they put them at. So you can add as many modules as you need. So I have like contacts and I have tasks. My task is where I do, for instance, my integrations from, like, I have automation built right now. I'm testing to where I can post some data and post certain posts on my social media, which I will be sharing that in a tutorial for everybody to use. And I'll share that one. Once I build it, I test it, it works, I will be doing a video on it, and then I'll be sharing it. So basically all you gotta do is install it and you'll be good to go. And I'll show a video on how to install any modules, any workflows that I create and I share with you guys, okay, on my channel, okay? So this is where you would see, this is pretty much when you log in, this is what the dashboard looks like. Again, you can have your data, your shared data, your connection data. Again, I haven't set none of this up because I haven't even had the chance to use this. I'm just building out my automation, which I'll show you where that's at, okay? So the other thing about this is that this is where, after you log in, you go to integrations, this is where you would create your automations. You create your sequences and stuff like that. So this is where you can actually add team members if you need to add team members to it. This is all your sequences. They keep it in order, and you can create different type of folders and stuff for it. You have your templates. This is where you can access your templates, which I showed you earlier. This is where your templates are at. You can do all that. This is your connection. So this will tell you if your connections are working right. So if you think there's something wrong, you don't know where, you can go back and look at the connections, and it tells you that it's re-authorized. So if you need to go in and reconnect it again, or it's verified, verified. So this is where you see all your connections. And if you know if there's an issue with one of them when you're building it out, you can go through this. Basically, it tracks all that. So then you got webhooks. So if you have webhooks coming in, for instance, I have a webhook from one of my inbounds pages I use to integrate a tool. That's one of the tools I'm integrating for a client of mine. So basically, it goes from inbounds page to their CRM. And that's why I have webhooks. So you can put webhooks in here, and this is where you can track all your webhooks and stuff. You're creating a key. I have not done nothing with that yet. It's just I don't need it yet. So when I use this, I will do a video on what this exactly is and get it more in detail, okay? As well as data storage. I have not created a database. You can create a database storage and store data and all that. Again, I have not used that feature. So when I start using that feature, I will create a video more in depth about how to use that, as well as this other data tool as well. So again, these three things I have not used because I'm just building out automations for me at this time and for some of my clients, okay? And then you can also do create a customized app. And I will be doing a video on that, how to create a customized app. So in case you, for instance, I know that when I was doing one of the automations for my client, they wanted a customized app. I didn't know that this platform had that feature. And then I started doing research and I found out we have this. But unfortunately, but the great thing about it is that before I can create the app was added to the list of apps. So I was able to just go in there and create that automation for my client using that app that they wanted to use for their business. So this is basically what it looks like inside the platform itself. And this is the data. It tells you how many clicks, how many integrations you have and all that stuff. It keeps track of the data and all that, okay? And then it tells you how many installed apps, if you have any in your organization, how many different variances, if there's issues, what's left, and all that stuff. So it's pretty good. Again, I'm not gonna go into details about all this. I'm just showing you. And you can customize your dashboard to what you want. I have it customized under my agency, which is I'm using it for. And again, you can use it, you can customize this and put your own logo and change everything out as well, okay? So let's talk about their roadmaps, okay? And remember, I said that this is where you can request apps and put it in there. Of course, again, you know how that works. Once you request something, you have to see how many likes it gets, and if it gets enough likes, you know what they're gonna do. And I love roadmaps, okay? You know I love roadmaps, okay? And they tell you that what they're planning, what's in progress, and what's live. A lot of companies and a lot of platforms don't have a roadmap. I like to know if they have a roadmap, and I said in my previous video, that tells me they're gonna stay around a while, because that means they're putting the time and effort into making that platform and this software or any software that people have out there, companies created. It makes it feel more secure that they're gonna be around. Okay, so again, this is this different type of ones. You can go in here, hit the request form and fill it out, and then tell them, hey, I'm looking for this app. I know a lot of people use it, and maybe tell them how many people you might think and use that app. I would go in and go to use a tool that you can see how many people are logging into their website and put that information in, so they know that maybe they can add that app and stuff like that. So again, their roadmap is right here, and again, they're always adding new tools. So don't think that they're gonna dismount. They're good. It's a really good, powerful, very powerful tool. Now, let's talk about price. I love my prices too. Okay, so they have 3 different plans. Well, 4 technically. Let's go to the first one. Okay, so they have a free plan, which is 3,000 operations. Operations means it's connections. So for instance, if you're doing from Google Sheets to Plexi, from Plexi to we'll say OpenAI, that's 1, 2, 3 connections. It's 3 operations, and that's what they call operations connected. Records, that means data. So for instance, if you're using this to scrape, they will say LinkedIn, and you get people's emails, that's a data. You get their names, that could be data, unless you're putting it on one line. That could be, so each line is a data. Each line is a record. Okay, so that makes it a lot easier. Now, the free plan, you get 1 administrator, and the connection takes up to syncing up to 15 minutes. that Zapier and integration and these other integration tools has that, when you have a free, it takes a little longer to integrate for it to sync up and integrate that particular tool. So it takes each time it could take a second. The more, if you have a paid plan, the less time it takes to sync. Okay. So they have a free plan if you want to try it out. I suggest you try it out because it's worth it, because you may only need 3,000. As you're building, as you're adding on and on, you can get more. You can just go to you go to the next plan. So the thing I like about this is that you automatically pay $39, which is it's much cheaper than Zapier. You get 50,000 operation, which is 50,000 connections, and 5,000 records. And again, you can actually get these records built up, download those records, save them, and then delete them and start over with your records. So you're not going to like use all your 5,000 and you can't add more. You can download those records and then delete them, and then you can start the records over. That's where some people got confused. I asked them about that, and it's like, no. Delete any record you delete, you get a record back. Okay. So you get 50,000 connect operations, which is connections, for $39. Now that is a yearly plan, but if you go to the monthly plan, is $47. Again, that's still cheaper than Zapier. Now, if you need more and you want to scale it more, you can always just add more. Now, as you scale in it, you get more stuff added on. In the Gold plan, you get no coding database modules, you get the AIP tokens, you get all that, and you get the customized fields with functions and custom branding. So if you want to go in, like this is your customized branding. Let me show you here quick. This is your customized branding. So you get to change that, and that's your customized branding. So that's what that means. But again, if you don't need all that, you just want to use the tool, go with the $47. But if you want to pay for a year, you'll save some money. If you pay for a year, you get 20% off. But again, you can choose how much you need. Okay, the more you need for operations and records, it's going to cost. Now, again, this tool I like, and I think it's a powerful tool. And one of the features I like about it is that the records, you don't have to like put everything on a Google Sheet. You don't have to. You can keep everything in there, and then you can download. Like you can do your tool. For instance, if you're scraping for maybe a week or two on LinkedIn, right? You're scraping data from LinkedIn. You can save all that data and then download it. You don't have to have it go to a Google Sheet. You can have it do what it's got to do, and then you can download that and then put it on a Excel or a Google Sheet, and then clean up whatever you want to clean up. But again, these are really, really good and easy integrations to do. And another thing I like about it is that, again, records, your records are pretty good. And then if you go higher, you get you get a pay plan. The more you go up, you get more administrators. You get 2 administrators. So if you need more, you get 3 administrators. But if it's only you, then you're good to go. Okay, so they have the 3 plans. They have the grow license, they have the scale license, and the enterprise license. And of course, you have to call them. Every company that has integration tool or any kind of tool has an enterprise plan. You have to call them up to basically, they build out a customized for you. Okay, so this is a great tool to do your integrations when it comes to using your other tools. And again, I suggest that you go into the main page and check and see if they have the correct tools that you have. Like I did, I went in and I looked at all my tools that I know that I need to integrate with other tools, and I checked. And when you do that, again, it's going to tell you what that particular tool does, just like Zapier does. And integration, they tell you exactly what the tool can do, and then you'll know if it works rightly for you. WooSpace is a very powerful tool when it comes to integration. Again, the learning curve is a little difficult, but when you do it and get to know it, it becomes really easy. And again, they got all the tools in here. They got some training videos as well to help you to get past the learning curve. So Bootstrap, again, this is a automation integration platform. I think it's really good. Again, it's built on mate.com. I actually started using this, and I canceled my subscription to Zapier, and I canceled my subscription to integration because I don't need them anymore, because this tool does everything I need. Okay. So if you like this video and you want to see more content and more videos like this about different not integrations, but more tools that are about basically automating your stuff, I will be doing some videos on that. So just check out those videos. I'm going to be doing one that's going to be helping people to integrate their AI with their social media. So I'll be coming up with that. So watch out for that. And if you want to see more videos on features of different softwares, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you. Love to hear from you in comments. If you have anything to say about this platform or anything that you want me to talk about, put it in the comments. Okay? Thank you for joining me. This is Michael with Entrepreneurial Freedom, and I'll see you in the next video. You have a great day. Bye.